Hi, everybody. My name is Kevin McDonald, and the show you're about to listen to is an encore presentation of either Spirit Talk, Positive Talk, or Kevin McDonald Presents. Therefore, the numbers that may be presented on the show are not active at this time, but the content is so good, and I think you'll enjoy them. They're highly entertaining, even if I do say so myself. So with that, thank you very much for listening, and please enjoy the following episode. Hi, my name is Kevin McDonald, and I'm declaring my independence. Independence from what? Why, negative thoughts and energy, of course. Chief among them, hate, division, and fear. You see, I know that we're all one, and together we can solve any problem, save our planet and each other. Please, join me as we come together as one and choose a better way to be. So now, let's begin with my independence report.
All right, welcome back to Positive Talk in the Afternoon. My name is Kevin McDonald, and you're listening to the Kevin McDonald Show, Positive Talk in the Afternoon, here on KKNW, 1150 AM. Okay, I need to set this up because for the next hour, we are going to do a little experiment, you and I, and we're going to talk to a gentleman. Today is, amongst other things, the day of guess whose names I have trouble pronouncing. In the first hour, Martine Prechtel was here, and I had trouble with saying that because I just murdered it again. And in the second hour, we have a gentleman. We go all the way from Southern California from our last interview to beautiful Las Vegas on Flamingo Road. And we are going to talk to Michael Stellitano, right?
I did.
I got it right.
You got it right.
Michael, how are you today?
I'm wonderful, Kevin. How are you today?
Terrific. I would like you to tell our audience how you and I connected a couple of weeks ago.
Quite by accident, and I'm glad we did, and I'm happy to be on your program. I had a client of mine call me. He had a headache, and he asked me to do a remote healing on him, and I did, and we got rid of his headache, and his headache came back. I think he needed one or two treatments, and he told me about your program, that you had this wonderful program that spiritually oriented people listen to, and that's how we connected, through one of your listeners.
Absolutely, and it's wonderful that you're here. And in fact, we've spent a little bit of time in the last couple of weeks getting to know each other, and I need to let's just lay it out there, because you are what is called a remote healer. Is that correct?
Well, actually, that came later. What I really am is an hands-on healer. I do the laying on of hands. And anyone can do what I do. And the evolution of how I started, I mean, I never started out to heal. I came out of music business and emceeing programs to healing, which is crazy because when I look back in my life, Kevin, I didn't know what healers were, but let's digress for a moment. I'll tell you how I became what I am and how anybody can be a healer, okay?
Okay.
When I was very small, had I been born today, they would have put me on Ritalin, say about 10 or 12 or 15 or 16 years old, because I had attention deficit disorder, and now they're throwing Prozac at people and Ritalin and all that stuff, which really destroys them. And I had much difficulty growing up because of my crazy mind, meaning running 50,000 miles an hour. I was driving along in the country. I grew up in Hopewell, New Jersey, and I heard this man on the radio talking about a meditation tape, and somebody told me I should do this. So I sent some money in, and I got a meditation tape, and what it taught me, Kevin, was to still my mind. For the first time ever, prayer didn't do it. Nothing did it but to focus my attention, okay, and become in the present. And at that point, a whole new world opened up to me. For the first time, I had this bliss and joy in my heart. But it had nothing to do with healing. So about 2 years later, now I did read, in all fairness, someone was smoking a cigarette, driving along in his car, burned himself, put his hand near his other finger, and the pain disappeared, and I went, how interesting, okay? And that's all I knew. And I knew, of course, the teachings of Jesus. And I never knew about Dolores Krieger. I never knew about any other healers. I thought I was quite alone. Well, wait a minute. I didn't know what I was. And this is what happened to me 2 years later after the meditation. I'm having coffee, and the young lady asked me for an aspirin, and they didn't have any at this coffee shop. And I said, why? And she said, there's a man in the corner with a headache. And at that moment, I put it's almost like divine intervention now that I look back. I walked over to the gentleman, and I put my coffee down, walked over to the gentleman and said, excuse me, I think I can help you. I had no idea what I was going to do, Kevin. Nothing whatsoever. But I'm not going to touch you. I moved my hand over his head, and believe it or not, something happened which we won't talk about, because if we do attempt some remote healings, they'll feel the same thing. You follow me?
Yep.
So I don't want to mention what happened. And his headache disappeared, and that really started me on my journey. And I would do it to I had no idea what I was doing. But now that I look back, I had attention, and my intention, you see, was there. And that's how it happened. Now, you understand that?
Yes.
So far.
Absolutely.
Now, what else would you like to know? It started me on my journey. I mean, it controlled me.
Well, now you've built an entire practice out of doing healing work and teaching other people how to do healing work, yeah?
Yeah, but the teaching didn't, sure. But the teaching didn't come until later, because I knew how to do what I was doing, but I didn't know how to teach it.
Right.
Because I never really sat down and said, what is this? And how wonderful if I can learn to teach this. And I discovered it through Andrew Wall's book. I knew it was my breath. I knew it was my mind. I knew it was my hands. So I put it all together, and we tested it before I produced the video and before we got into the book and the training cassette tape. And it works, and anyone can do it. And that's my message. My dream is to have a healer in every household, because there is a healer in every household, Kevin.
Well, I'm just curious what you have on your resume or on your business card, because it's like, are you a healer? No. Did you ever pop up my website? Of course.
Okay.
But not very many people have. By the way, what is your website?
Okay. Anybody wants to go up there, you can take a look. It's www. All one word, yourhealinghands.com. I'll repeat that, www.yourhealinghands.com. Now, I got a business. Oh, by the way, there's more to my story if we have time. What I did was I was running a club out in Las Vegas. I did not come to Las Vegas to heal. I knew about this thing I was playing around with, and then it consumed me. So what I did is I worked out of my apartment. And all the information is in the book, Your Healing Hands, Discover the Art of Energy Healing, my whole crazy story, and it's really crazy. I mean, how did I know how to loosen muscles? How did I know how to take about pain? It just came to me. But I thought I was quite alone. And then I read a book called Born to Heal by Ruth Montgomery. Have you ever read that, Kevin?
I have not.
Interesting book. And she talked about this healer, Mr. A, who lived in Reno, which is not far from Las Vegas. Well, interestingly enough, the medical profession zoomed in on him and took him to court. He was a very wealthy man who just happened to be a healer and was helping so many people. So the medical profession took him to court and said he was practicing without a license and all that, and he won, of course. And I said, oh, my God, if I go public with this, the doctors will come after me. So what I did was I got a business license, and I'm considered an energy healer. That's what I call myself. I do energy healing, which is, in fact, the laying on of hands. The remote healing didn't come until later. I couldn't do it at first because I really didn't know how to do it. And it's quite simple. I bring the people to me, energize my hands, and it happens.
So, and that's one of the things that we are going to do today, because we wanted to do some remote healing for our listeners, because there is a book and there's a tape and there's actually a class that you can go to down in where you're part of the woods.
Right, I have a seminar coming up in June, and that's on the website. I don't have the dates in front of me. You don't have the dates there, do you?
I don't have them in front of me either, but go to the website. It's yourhealinghands.com.
And I have a special for your guest. If your guest, I'm the guest, right?
You're the
for
guest.
Your listeners, that if they want to get my materials, if they order the video, it's $29.95 plus. It's an hour and 23 minutes long, beautifully produced. Anyone with an open mind can learn to do this. All of my so-called secrets are there, and healing is very simple, Kevin. It's really simple. We tend to intellectualize and make it difficult. You have to stop thinking and just do it. And I'm going to give a free cassette tape to your listeners that call the 1-800 number if they choose to order it. And the video and the book and the whole course is $55. And the book is $19.95, $5 shipping and handling. But the special offer, if you choose, is $29.95 plus shipping and handling. And I'm going to give you a free cassette training tape. It's on the video, but it's also a booster tape.
What is the phone number that they can call you directly at?
Write that down in case your listeners would like to know. It's 1-800-771-7331. It's 1-800-771-7331.
All right.
The Healing Hands hotline.
We have to take a break, and we're going to come back with more with Michael. And when we do, we are going to see him heal or hear him heal over the phone. We'll be back. All right, welcome back to Positive Talk in the Afternoon. My name is Kevin McDonald. I'm your host, and this is KKNW 1150 AM. We can be heard every day, Monday through Friday from noon until 2, and also with repeat broadcasts from 4 in the morning to 6 in the morning for those of you that actually are awake and upright at that particular time, which ain't me. We're talking to Michael Stellitano. He is from Las Vegas. He is the author of a book, and he is a hands-on healer. And one of the things that he's learned to do over time is he can do remote healings over the telephone. Right, Michael?
Yes, and I'm 98%. I get about 98% of the people that almost 100%.
And what we're going to do, number one, if you would like to be kind of our guinea pig here and give us a call, you can do that.
But they must have pain. Excuse me for interrupting.
Yes.
They must hurt. They must have muscle tightness because there's a way to know if we've reached them. All right, Kevin?
Perfect. And we're not allowed to say exactly what that way is.
No, right. You and I know.
We know, and we will be asking questions and so forth. So, if you'd like to give us a call, you can 425-373-5527 or toll free from the outlining areas 888-298-5569. And in fact, we have a caller on the line, and I would like to bring her on now. And her name is Alexandria. Alexandria, how are you?
Great.
Hi, Alexandria.
Hi.
Very good. It's nice.
What's your problem, young lady?
I'm sorry, Michael?
What is your problem?
My problem?
Yes.
I have a perimenopausal menstrual cycle that's pretty rampant. It goes abnormal.
My work does help PMS. Is that PMS you're just talking about? Do you have any pain as we speak, Alexander?
Yes, in my abdomen.
Okay, cool. All right. What color hair do you have, dear?
Dark brown and silver.
Okay. Brown. What color eyes?
Green.
Oh, gosh. I love green eyes. All right. What small, medium, or large build?
Large.
Okay. Now, this is very important. I don't want you to pray, and I don't want you to meditate. Okay? Now, Kevin, there will be gaps in this, but I'd like her to stay on the line because I'll know shortly if I can reach Alexandria, okay? Now, keep that in mind, Alexandria. Do not pray and do not meditate, okay?
Yes.
Just be there. And should you feel something different, you speak up immediately, okay?
Sure.
Kevin, for your listeners' sake, and this is what I teach, I'm sliding into my altered state of consciousness.
Okay, you go ahead and do that.
I am in it now, and I'm going to attempt to bring Alexandra to me. And you can talk if you like. It's okay. It doesn't
So what Michael is doing is he is in Las Vegas, and he is talking to Alexandria over the phone line, and he is working to help her with the pain that she's experiencing. And there is a certain amount of things that should go on if they can make a connection. And that's,
Alexandria, is your body feeling any differently at all at this point in time?
Definitely.
I can't hear you.
Yes.
What are you experiencing?
I'm starting to feel more energized. My
Okay.
hands, I have a tingling sensation
We
in my
made
body.
contact. What? Remember, Kevin? That was one. Are you there, Kevin?
yes, I am. I remember.
That was one of them. Okay, just stay with me, my dear. Now, so to take it out of the spooky realm, there is no time and there is no space. This is working just like prayer. The only difference is my hands are pulsating. They're going crazy. If I were to describe, Kevin, what my hands feel like, I like they're going through spider webs as I come down and shoot the energy into this young lady's body. Now, what are you feeling?
I felt an impulse in my my reproductive organs, as though, you know, when a cycle runs through, like oftentimes during a healing. Maybe I shouldn't go there, but I just felt like there was a stronger impulse in my ovaries, okay? And that tells me that the energy is pushing something through, like
Okay.
out, perhaps
Well,
the toxicity, perhaps whatever
Okay.
the pattern is. And my hands are getting extremely hot.
Yeah, we are. That's great. Okay, we're doing fine. Just be still a moment now. What healers do, for your listeners' sake, and to take the mysticism out of it, is we're sending I call it electricity from God. And how do I know it's electricity? Gosh, I had a woman, I was draining her sinuses in my office, and my feet were on my stool as I'm speaking to you, on the same stool, by the way, in my office here. And she was on my table, and I was draining sinuses, and a spark leapt out of my fingers and knocked me right on the floor. And it's generating, I call it electricity from God. Now, what is your body feeling like? Your whole body.
What I'm feeling, Michael, is as you're generating more energy,
Right.
you're hitting blocks in my body that are not flowing energy, or
Are you
that's the best way
flowing?
to describe it.
Is your body flowing?
Yes.
Yeah, because you're okay. That's interesting. What I'm doing is opening the chakras and the bodies. See, they've done studies on in my research to do my book. We increase the oxygen in the hemoglobin and boost the immune system. That's what it does. But healers are no big deal. I mean, all we are is cleaning the aura, the damage done through our own minds, because for the most part, our illnesses come from how we react to situations in life. What does your stomach feel like now? Is there any pain in the abdomen?
No.
What is now? I've just about shot all the chakras now. Now, how does your whole body feel?
I just have some lower back pain briefly. It's hot,
Okay.
light.
Do you have it now?
Yes.
I'll get it out. Okay, hold on. Kevin, you can talk to me while I'm doing this. Now, I'm doing this on purpose, talking, because I'm detaching. And in your healing hands to discover the art of energy healing, and in the video, your healing hands unleash the power of your touch. I teach you to detach. This is coming through me. This is not me. I'm guiding it. What's the back feel like now, Alexander?
The back's fine. No, just one more area, which is my head, because
Okay.
what happened, and you know this, is that if you lose too much menstrual blood, you lose the oxygen in the blood, the oxygen in the brain.
Well, I don't know that, dear. I'm not a doctor.
Oh, okay.
I've worked on PMS quite successfully and changed the whole lady's day.
Well, that's what happened.
Okay,
So-
well, we're going to go in your brain now. Okay.
Okay, brain and gums.
And this is something that Michael professes that everyone can do.
Yeah, distant healing, in all fairness. First, for example, the book and the video anybody that gets it will learn in 1 week what took me years to learn on my own, because, Kevin, I never had a mentor, you see. It just came to me, and believe I was born to do this. What's your head feel like now?
Feels good.
Feel more energized?
Yes.
Now describe your whole body to our listening audience, please. As opposed to when we first started. What are you feeling now?
I feel a lot. I feel everything is flowing properly. I feel my electromagnetic field is very electrical, the way it should be. I feel energized and more oxygenized.
Right, oxygenated, right. Well, that's exactly it. Now, some people, in all fairness, will need one treatment. Some will need 2 or 3. And if they go to my website, you'll see what the healings are, and they're very inexpensive, and I do not charge people unless I reach them. That's important.
Because there are times when you cannot reach
exactly.
people.
They're rare, Kevin, but it does happen. And I've wondered why, because some people really don't want to be healed. And that's a whole subject, if you'd like to go into it later, why we get sick and why some people don't want to get better. Alexandria, thank you so much. You feel much better, do you not?
Yes, Michael. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Alexandria, thank you for calling, and I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, Kevin.
Have a great day. And what we're going to do now, Michael, I've got a couple of callers lined up. And now, quite frankly, I have to tell you, Alexandria was staged on my part because I know that she has never met you.
Right.
And so that was a test on my part.
But she knows something about healing, doesn't she?
Yes, she does.
Yeah, she does, right.
And she
But she did not know she would tingle or she'd get warm. She did not know that, right?
She did not know that.
Great. Yeah, okay.
So what she is an educated individual, energetically educated.
Okay.
And so what we have been able to do is to authenticate what it is that you do.
Well, that I know. I understand that, and that's good. But you can also tell your listeners that I treated you over the phone, did I not?
Yes, you did.
And where were you when I treated you?
In my car.
And what happened to you?
You fixed I had a pulled muscle from pitching too much, and then you made my pulled muscle go away.
Right.
And
that happens. I'm currently treating a woman in Holland with cancer. Now, I make no claims to cure cancer. Is it possible that healers can cure cancer? Yes. It needs a mind shift, too. Someone's trying to call me on my line, but you stay there unless you're going to do it.
We're going to do a commercial right now, Michael, so you go answer your other line.
Okay.
We'll be right back. And if you'd like to be here with Michael, give us a call. The lines are full. We're going to try and get through as many people as we can. We'll be back with Michael Stellitano from Las Vegas. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back. We have a house full of calls, so we're going to go directly to the phone lines. We're talking with Michael Stellitano. By the way, this is the Kevin McDonald Show, Positive Talk in the Afternoon on KKNW 1150 AM. And Michael Stellitano is from Las Vegas. He is a healer, and he is doing healing on a long-distance basis. And let's go to our next caller, who is Riva in Snohomish. Riva?
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm good.
You're with Michael.
Okay, good.
Hi, Riva. Is it Ariva?
Reva, R-E-V-A.
R-E-V-A, okay. I can hear, I can't spell. Okay. Ariva, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What is your problem?
I have really bad neck pain.
Okay. That's all I need to know, dear. What color hair do you have?
Blonde.
Okay. What color eyes?
Brown.
Small, medium, or large bill?
Small.
I'm sorry?
Small.
I knew you were going to say that. Okay. But it's very important, Kevin. It's very important for Riva. Do not pray. Do not meditate. Don't do anything because this has absolutely nothing to do with you, okay?
Uh-huh.
Just be there, and here we go. You can talk.
What
Kevin.
Michael is doing
You can ask me questions while I'm doing this because I'm...
Okay. Well, and I'll explain what you're doing while you're doing that. You're slipping into a meditative state or an altered state of consciousness, and you are reaching out to Riva to connect to her so that you can allow the energy to come through you.
Right. I'm attempting to bring her to me. And what I usually say is, the body of Riva is in front of me now, and my hands automatically activate. Okay? Riva, are you feeling anything at all at this point in time?
I'm feeling kind of a sensation of heat all over my body.
And we've made contact. Now, what I'm doing is I'm taking a deep breath because that's the prana, the life force. It's in the video. By the way, what you'll find fascinating, your listeners and yourself, Kevin, is in the video, your healing hands unleash the power of your touch. I had my brain waves measured while I was healing and before I was healing, and they went right off the charts.
And I haven't mentioned it up till now, but as kind of an informal test, we did do a test on me, and I did get hot, and I did have my fingers tingling and all that sort of. I had to pull over to the side of the road for a few moments, and it is in what you are experiencing, Reva, I believe to be very real.
Oh, it is very real. Yeah, Reva, what are you feeling now, dear, all over your body?
I started feeling some twinges in my temples, in my head.
What? Say that again. I can't hear you.
Kind of twinging.
Yes.
Some twinging in the temples of my head.
Okay, describe your body again, please. What are you feeling now all over?
Kind of sweating.
Uh-huh.
Just
Some
kind
people
of
sweat profusely.
Heat.
It's okay. You're doing good.
A lot of heat.
Mm-hmm. You're a heater. In the book, Your Healing Hands Discover the Art of Energy Healing, it tells exactly what people feel. I have tinglers, I have heaters, but everyone is different. The woman in Holland gets very relaxed. I'm treating another woman in New England. She sweats profusely at times. Now, do you have any pain, dear?
Yeah, it's lightened up a lot.
No, but tell me where it is so I can go in and pull it out.
It's still in the base of my neck where the shoulder blades
I haven't done her neck yet. Now I'm going to use what I call bending rays. If you have a question, talk to me, Kevin. It's okay.
I'm in awe.
It's so mind-blowing, I know.
It is.
Right.
I have a gentleman who works with me. It's his second day here. And yesterday we had a medium who was fabulous. Her name is Kim Miller. And today you're on. And he knows very well that none of these calls are set up.
Oh, no.
I have to tell you, the pain is gone, and now I have chills. So
cool breezes, right, all over your body?
Yeah, the pain
is working
is
on your neck.
Absolutely gone.
I beg your pardon?
I have range of motion that I didn't have.
I can't hear her.
I have range of motion.
Yes.
And most of the restriction and the pain in the neck is lifted.
I'm going to get it all out, honey. Hold on. Try it again. Any pain in the neck?
Just a little bit. This is the shadow.
Guide me to it. Is it where the neck connects to the head, or lower, or
no? It's at the base of the neck where it connects right to the
shoulders,
5th and 6th vertebrae.
Okay, gotcha. Try it now.
Yeah, it's a lot better. It's lifting.
Now, I want your listeners to understand that all healing is done, Kevin, and yourself, through sliding into the God consciousness, which I teach people to do instantly, and then generating this electrical current and using the techniques, and it gets rid of all pain, tightness, soreness. Now, how do you feel, dear?
There's still a part that's locked up, kind of knotted up, but
Where?
In the lower part of the neck.
Okay. In the neck, okay.
It's kind of like neck to the shoulder, right where the neck hits the shoulder in the lower part of the neck.
Okay. Try it now, dear. By the way, if any of your
they're your clients or my listeners.
I am in an altered state now where I'm basically very fuzzy, and if I become incoherent, understand that I'm in an altered state. Try it now, dear.
It's great. It's very open and relaxed, and all the muscles are relaxed around that area.
Now tell everybody exactly how you feel, if there's any heat or whatever there is in your body. Tell
well, right now everything is just chilled. Actually, I feel kind of like goosebumps. Before it was very hot. Now I have like goosebumps.
I didn't hear that.
She has goosebumps now.
Oh yes. Okay. Cool. Yeah, all righty. Well, thank you so much, Reva.
Well,
thanks for calling in.
Reva, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And and thank you for calling.
She might need another treatment now. And if anybody wants to go to my website, it's www.allonewordyourhealinghands.com, or you can go to the 1-800 number, Kevin, and call for a phone healing. And remember, It's only $25 for a phone healing, and I do not charge anyone unless I reach them. And
what's the number again? 1-800?
800-771.
7331. That's that's you can order my materials there, and anybody can learn how to do this. Remote healing again will take a little longer. 1-800-771-7331, and my website is www.allonewordyourhealinghands. And if anybody gets the video today, it's $29.95, $5 shipping and handling. I'm going to enclose a free cassette tape, and you can buy my whole course. Oh, by the way, Kevin, I treated a Reiki master.
Thank you, Reva.
Thanks, Reva.
And Michael?
Form of energy healing, and she was a Reiki master, and she wanted to learn my stuff, and she came here, and it blew her away. She said, "Michael, you have the fastest," and this sounds self-serving, but it's from her mouth, that you have the fastest, least expensive course on the market today.
Okay, Michael.
And I was thrilled with that.
Michael, we have got callers lined up, and I want to get to as many folks as I can.
Oh, sure.
In the last time that we have together.
Sure.
We're going to go directly to Carla in Woodinville. Carla? Carla?
Yes.
You're on with Michael.
Oh, hi.
Hi, speak up, Carla. How you doing, dear?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, I'm wonderful. What color hair do you have, and what's your problem?
I have red hair.
I'm sorry?
Red hair.
Red hair, okay. Okay?
And I have knee pain and hip
No.
pain.
What color eyes do you have?
Oh, blue.
Okay. And what, small, medium, or large build?
Small.
Okay. Now, don't pray, don't meditate, don't do anything, okay?
Okay.
All right. Just be there, dear.
Now, Michael, do you know what pain she's talking about?
Yeah, she says you need, but now I'm going to do her whole body.
Okay.
But that's last.
Okay.
See, once I make contact, Kevin, I'm glad you brought that up. That's a good question. Once I make contact, I know. And then I go to the area. I'm already picking things up with my finger from this young lady.
Hey, what he is doing, again, ladies and gentlemen, is he is going into an internal state of meditation, and he is pulling the energy through him, and he is attempting to reach Carla or pull Carla to him.
Carla, is your body feeling any differently at all?
Yes.
What are you experiencing?
Numbness all over.
Uh-huh. Okay, that's one I didn't tell you about. What it does is it activates the endorphins, which is more powerful than any medication that the doctors have to give. Morphine, it's more powerful than morphine. It's nature's own pain reliever. And this is bringing it out. Now, what is your body feeling like?
Cold fingers.
Like cool breezes whispering around them?
No. Just like, oh gosh, I can't explain it. Just cold.
Okay.
All right, we are back. This is the Kevin McDonald Show, Positive Talk in the afternoon. We have Michael Stellitano. He is with us from Las Vegas. He is currently working on Carla from Woodinville. He is a remote healer, and he is doing his stuff. And they were doing it during the break, and let's check in with him and see where we are. Michael, how are we doing?
I'm good. Carla, how you feeling?
Better.
Well, better means nothing to me, dear.
Okay.
Even if you were a client of mine, I'd say, what does better mean? Describe your body after we started the healing.
Okay.
What did you experience? You had pain in your knees, correct?
I had pain in my knees, pain in my hips, low back, and that nagging feeling that I have in my low back is gone.
Okay. Do you still have pain anywhere on your body?
No.
Great, okay. Now, you might need to... Normally, I spend more time on the phone with people, but since we're doing a radio show, I hope your listeners and yourself will understand, Kevin, that I want to get in as many people as possible.
All we're trying to do here is to just give people a taste and a feel for what you do so that they can call you, and because you're right, your rates are very inexpensive, and they can call you and deal with it directly with you.
Well, to fulfill my dream, there is a healer in every household, and I don't want your audience to be in awe of what I'm doing. Don't let anyone tell you that I'm special, or because we're all special, and anyone can learn to do this, Kevin. Anyone.
I believe that.
Anyone can. Distant healing will take, once you gain the confidence, and I try to reinforce you with confidence in the video, the book, and the training cassette tape. But once you do, all heck will break loose. And it'd be wonderful. I mean, just think how exciting when you're at work and you can take somebody's headache away, loosen all their muscles, their pain, and don't get big-headed about it. It's nothing to do with you. It's between you and God and them.
Absolutely. Okay, Carla, how you doing?
Great.
Terrific.
Thank you, Carla. Thank you for calling.
Thank you.
Thank you. We're going to zip right along to Pamela in Issaquah. Pamela? Hello, Pamela.
Hi there.
How are you?
Fine, thanks.
Good.
Well, I'm fine and not so good in my body right at this moment.
Well, Michael will fix
What'd you
that.
say? Tell her to speak into the phone. I'm having a little difficulty here.
Go ahead, Pamela. Tell him your issues.
Okay, should I turn my radio off first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, hold on. I'll turn it off.
Okay, she's running to turn off the radio, ladies and gentlemen. She'll be right back, and we will continue with Michael. It's your phone number again is 800-771.
Yeah, for those who know, that's not my office number, but it's up on the 1-800 people will give it to you if you want to contact me. 1-800-771-7331 to order my materials. Pardon me. And the special I have going for your listeners, $29.95. You get a free cassette tape with it. It's an hour and 23-minute training videotape. Anyone can learn to do this. The whole package is $50, $5 shipping and handling. And you can also contact me at 1-800-771-7331. That's the hotline. Or www. You can go online and order. I have a secure site, www.yourhealinghands.com. It's all one word, yourhealinghands.com.
All right, Pamela, are you back?
I'm here.
Now, what's your problem, Pam?
Okay, I'm having high-pitched ringing in my ears.
Uh-oh, is that tinnitus? That's very difficult to get.
It is.
What else?
And just exhaustion.
Okay, stop. That's
Okay.
all I need to know. What color hair do you have?
Dark blonde.
Okay. And what color eyes?
Green, blue, kind of a greenish blue.
Okay.
Now, Michael, I have a question.
Small,
for you.
medium, or large, sure. Small, medium, or large?
Excuse me?
Small, medium, or large build?
Well, I would say
Medium.
small. I'm 5'3".
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, what is your question?
Okay.
No, Kevin.
Oh, no, just my question was, when you say hair color, does that have to be their God-given natural hair color?
No, the only reason I do that, and that's a great question, the only reason I do that is to get a mental picture of
I
what
see.
Pam looks like.
I see.
I cannot see her clearly, and I emphasize that in the video and the book. You don't have to see her clearly. But I say the body of Pam is in front of me, okay? Or I bring her to me. No, that's just to give me a general idea. That's all. Do I need it? Probably not, but I like it. And I think it's good to do.
Okay, great.
Pam, don't meditate, don't pray, don't do anything, okay?
Okay.
Here we go. Man, my hands are ripping today. Now, the chain of events is I slid into the consciousness and my hands are ripping, meaning if I'm listening, her body's in front of me now. You see, it's all done through thought, Kevin.
Which is energy.
Of course. And that's how God created us, through thought. All we are spiritual beings having a temporary human experience. What's your body feeling like at this point in time?
Tingling, kind of tingling all over. It's been tingling, though, kind of.
Oh, it's been tingling? Forget it then if it's been tingling. It wasn't precipitated through this. We'll wait for other things. If you have another question for me, Kevin, it's okay.
Well, I just don't want to disrupt the
You won't. It does,
concentration.
It does not. I'm detached. Now, what is your body feeling like?
I'm a little more relaxed in my solar plexus. Still, the ringing isn't as loud. I'm feeling a little more relaxed in my body. Still sensing the aching. It feels like I can feel my blood flowing in my body.
Great. We've made contact. You're in front of me, young lady, whether you like it or not.
Good.
Now,
I didn't tell you, did I, Kevin?
No.
But I'll tell your listeners, Joel Martin, he had the bestseller about 10 years ago called We Don't Die. The George Anderson story, the man original man who talked to the dead. He's going to do a book on me. I'm treating he and his friend, and she has lupus with remarkable results, and it's going to be called Miracles Over the Phone. And he's just started it.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful.
Now, what does your body feel like?
Well, I'm feeling awake more. I'm feeling energized. I still feel a little bit of a kind of a panicky feeling or trembling inside.
Did you have that before?
Yes.
Okay. Let me
I
go
did.
inside.
Yes.
Now.
Okay.
I just want to let everyone know that if you're trying to call Michael right now, that we probably will not be able to get to you. So we'll have to, we're going to give the phone numbers out one more time before we go off the air to make sure that you have the opportunity to call Michael direct.
Now, what are you feeling there?
I feel like there's some movement in my ears, like kind of like a popping.
Great.
Great. Still, I can feel my blood flowing through my body. It's like a blood pressure thing, or
I know what it is. We've oxygenated your blood.
Okay.
So not to worry. It's wonderful.
What does that feel like exactly?
It feels I get treated myself. It feels like your blood is coursing through your body. Am I right there?
Yes. Yes.
You could just feel it moving through your whole body.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes when I get near people and start to project the energy, and anybody can do this, I want to reemphasize, is that their heartbeat picks up. And some people are so sensitive to this energy, Kevin, that they feel me while I'm sitting in the room when I turn it on. Now, how do you feel, Pam?
Well, I'm feeling better. Generally, I'm feeling more alive, more awake, less fear-based, less of the symptoms. I would say 50% less.
My goodness, in this short period of time over the phone. Now, I'm going to see if I can get more energy. What I'm doing is sweeping her up, Kevin, meaning she's in front of me. I can't see her clearly, and that's important. Just accept the fact that she's here, because I called on her and she came to me, okay? My hands I'm trying to energize it. Now, what are you feeling? You should have more energy now, do you? Pam?
I feel more of a state of peace right now.
Okay. Your mind should be very quiet, is it?
It is very quiet.
Yeah, you're in that God consciousness. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Now, tell our listeners how you feel as opposed to when you first.
Well, as opposed to being in the condition I was when I called, I feel more at peace, restful. I don't feel the anxiety I was feeling. I can feel my muscles in my legs relaxing.
Mm-hmm.
I barely hear the ringing in my ears.
Is that right? You should continue I don't want to give out my office phone, but you can find that on the website or the 1-800 number, because I don't want to be, because I have a lot of work to do today. But you should get my number. You have my home phone, Kevin. You can give it to her. My office phone.
I do.
Right, and you can give it to her, and we can do it probably tomorrow. If she wants to continue treatments, they're only $25, and she can send me a check or a money order or a Visa card or whatever card they have. Great. Thank you so much for calling in, Pam.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right.
Thank you, Pam. And I'm afraid that we're not going to have time for any more callers, but I'm joined by Katie Evans, who is sitting here astounded with me. And Katie, what do you think?
I love it. I love all this stuff. Anytime anybody can bring some healing into somebody else's life, what's to object to?
Exactly. And go ahead.
Whenever I do a program, like I did that show, it's up on the website, the testimonial about this Rick Harbor, what's his name? Farber, or whatever his name is. It's up on the website. When he had me on the show, he said, this guy's either a nut or a seek. And then I did a healing. He came to the MGM out here. I'm sorry, New York. And I went over, and it totally blew him away. The pain that he had for years is gone and has stayed gone. And then I did remote healing for his mind because he's going through a divorce. But most people don't believe this, and that's my mission. Anyone can do this, and believe it. It's very real. It was here before Christ.
Michael, we have a minute and a half. We need to go through the numbers again. First of all, before we do that, real quick, Katie, who's on the show today?
We have somebody else who wants to heal. Dr. Henry Grayson, mindful, loving author. He's written an incredible book. By the end of my show at 3 o'clock, my listeners will have healed some of their relationships. It's that good.
Good.
Oh, wonderful.
Isn't that wonderful?
That is wonderful.
I'm excited.
Michael, let's get the information out. If you want, if the website again is
www.yourhealinghands.com. www.yourhealinghands.com. And the toll-free number where you can order my products and get all the information you need is 1-800-771-7331. 1-800-771-7331. That's my answering service, and they're there around the clock, so you don't have to rush.
And if all that fails, then you can also call me or email me at kevinmcdonald@attbi.com, and I will get you all of that information.
Appreciate that,
Michael.
Kevin.
It's wonderful to have you here. I'm afraid you're going to have to come back. I hope you don't mind.
I would love to come back. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
I think that the work that you're doing is really terrific, and if
Kevin, I'm where I belong. You know what I mean?
Well,
I'm where God wants me.
Absolutely, and if nothing else, you can help people help themselves and self-empower themselves.
Yeah,
and that's what it's all about. Michael, thank you for participating.
And thank you again, Kevin. Deeply appreciate it.
You have a great day.
I will.
We got to go. Katie Evans, Lighten Up is next. Have a wonderful day, Seattle, and take care.
Hey, and thanks for listening to this episode all the way to the end. Hey, pretty cool. Hey, don't forget to follow us so you can receive regular updates and new posts. And remember, take care of each other because each other's all we got. See you next time on My Independence Report.